We going all the way in. Yes, sir.
I ain't even know it. Got the revelation, now I gotta own it. Word to JG, I'm Afterglow shining. Shit. I'm a threat to the enemy, and that's on promise. I'm here on assignment.
What up, y'all? We are in the glow after church. It's the lobby experience. Yes. Welcome to the Afterglow, where we talk about the message and make sure we have practical application today. Yes. Rocking with me is Rodney.
Let me tell you guys.
What's up, Rodney?
Let me tell you, Pastor Glenn, first off, happy birthday. It's not just any old Afterglow. It's a birthday Afterglow.
It's the birthday Afterglow.
And you killed this sermon today.
Woo.
It was amazing. So thank you for just pouring into all of us today. We got some questions for you today.
I love questions.
Awesome.
The important thing about the message is to make sure that people can live it practically. And so we're trying this new format because it gives people an opportunity to hear the word. And sometimes when you're listening, you're like, oh, that makes sense, but I wonder about this. And we pull on the wisdom of God to give us some answers and some solutions. So
I love
who
it.
you got up for us?
Okay, so we have Alan Young, who's going to be coming first. He has a great question for you.
Alan's coming?
I'm going to let him come. Yes, I'm going to let him come
perfect.
right now. He's on his way.
Alan looked like he was dressed for the Afterglow today. He knew he was about to come on and connect with us. I love Alan. He moved from Charlotte, North Carolina, to be here in Chicago. Incredible entrepreneur, great guy. What's up, Alan?
Hey,
what's your
Pastor,
question?
happy birthday.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I love you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Love
so
you.
my question is, you talked about every assignment has an assassin.
That's right.
Can you expand on those assassins from the outside enemies and the inside enemy?
That's right. That's so good. I'll start with the inside because the inside is more important than the outside. So usually the assassins to your assignment is your own thinking, your own mind. Anytime God is trying to break you out of or into a new idea, a new career path, go back to school, take a chance, start a business. If you have not grown up in that environment, it's the history that fights your creativity, right? I don't know. I never did that before. It's what you don't know or what you don't believe about yourself that ends up hurting you or hindering you from moving forward. Fear, doubt, worry, concern. All of those things are the inner enemies that are really the assassins. Sometimes we're pointing at people outside, but the greatest fight is really inside. You could just get to it, decide to do it, move in the direction of whatever God is asking you to do. Being consistent in your character, that breaks you out of the box and puts you in it with God, God in it with you, so God can do through you what cannot be done. The outside assassins that come with any assignment is just anything that's trying to hinder progress. Procrastination is an outside assassin. You know, I love that question because we quick to equate that to people. Somebody's warring against me. The man's fighting against me. It's this person, it's this person. But it's usually behaviors, right? Beliefs and behaviors are the inside assassins and the outside assassins. Beliefs, because you can't operate or behave beyond your beliefs, and behaviors that are preventing you from moving in the new disciplines that your destiny requires. And so beliefs and behaviors are the assassins. Sometimes they come in friends, relationships, patterns, people, but never, like Paul, never do we point at the person. It's always the spirit that's operating there. So beliefs and behaviors are the inner and outer assassins that are fighting your momentum of your consistency of you being what God can do. That's the enemy of your assignment. If you can get your belief and your behavior to come in alignment and agreement with the assignment, the rest is history.
I love that, the disciplines.
The disciplines. That's what it is. Show me your habits, I'll show you your future. All right? Thank you for the question. Great question. Great question. So we in the glow. Listen, meet me in the hallway one Sunday after 9:30 service. One Sunday after 9:30 service, and we'll try to get to your questions. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who we got next?
Happy birthday, Pastor.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Sermon was on point.
Thank you. Tell everybody your name so they know who you are.
My name is Roland Criswell.
Thank you, Roland.
Roland Criswell.
Roland's an incredible entrepreneur, new to our city, new to our church. doing some great things, husband, father, family man. What's the question you got for me today?
So when you're a change agent and you're getting pushback, how do you really discern when to stay versus when to go? Like, I'm going to stay in this, and I'm going to be the change agent versus I'm out.
I love that. You know, I think I wrestled with that my whole life. But what I learned is that all systems needs a disruption, right? And so usually God puts a change agent in a system that needs a disruption beyond the status quo. And really, it's nowhere to go until you know where you're going, right? So to go without knowing where to go is really to quit. So we can't quit when we don't, just because we're frustrated or we're tired. You know when there's no more acceptance in the area that you're really trying to push through. There's no more advancement. You got to fight to keep yourself with you. Jesus gave a command that was interesting to the disciples. He told them, go to every house 2 by 2, and if they don't accept you, shake the dust off of your feet. In other words, you can't convince people they need to be converted around an idea. But what you don't do is you don't destroy the idea because they weren't convinced. Because sometimes thinkers like yourself, the idea is beyond your time. You're ahead of your time. People just haven't caught up with it yet. So what we end up doing when somebody don't receive our ideas, we destroy the idea and be like, oh man, instead of realizing it was bigger than his moment or bigger than his time. Hold on to yourself. Keep yourself in that space, even if it wasn't properly received. So you know when to go to stay when you know where you're going versus where you're staying. If like you, right? You were doing what you do,
Doing what I do.
being who you are. The opportunity reached for you, like me, right? We're examples.
Right.
The opportunity reached for you, brought you into a space where you can have more room and more space to do who you are, be who you are. And now in a new space, there's gonna always come resistance because you got a new revelation. It just comes with it. But stay the course. I'm staying the course. Man, it's interesting when you come into new environments with new ideas that are used to having old ideas. So you fight through it, you press through it. You only go when you know where you're going. That's my answer.
Beautiful.
That's
Thank
good?
you, Pastor.
Bless you, man. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Much success to you. Continued success. We in the glow, and we got one more that we're about to talk through. Chat it up. Talk to us in the chat. Share this, share this, share this. Let people know that we in the glow tonight, all right? So tell me your name. How you doing tonight?
Hello, my
today?
name is Jasmine.
Jasmine,
Happy
welcome.
birthday.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Hi, and my question is, what is 3 aspects of discernment?
3 what?
Aspects or discernment. I don't want to say steps because, you know, it's like, it's
Right.
together.
That's
you
a
know?
great question. 3 aspects of discernment, right? So discernment is not like discerning, like it's not being critical. It's not like everybody, you know, you look at everybody critically, like a critical eye, but it is really being intuitive spiritually, asking God to give you insight, to give you understanding, to help you to understand motives, right? Reasons behind what it is that sometimes what's unseen in the opportunity or in the moment that you don't see. So that thought of learn to discern, that's what you're talking about, right? So learn to discern is not just coming into every moment with a critical eye, but it is really wanting to know why. What is this something in alignment with who I am? Is it pulling me out of character? Is it asking me to lower my values or to change my morals? Is it shifting me from my purpose, right? Or the path that I'm on? Or is it really for the benefit of the kingdom? Does God get the glory out of it? You know what I'm saying? It's interesting because in that story, that woman literally was telling the truth. So onto the natural eye, she like, these be the men of God. They are men of God. But her motive for calling them out was to expose them, not to affirm them. And so that why in there made Paul uncomfortable. He like, you just trying to expose, blow my character. This ain't right. This don't feel right. And you really trust that instinct, especially for ladies. God really has given you all a instinct. The Spirit of God in you is intuitive or something, how it feels when it doesn't feel right. You got to trust that and lean into that. So when you're not sure, you pray into God, give me understanding, give me clarity, give me wisdom. Proverbs says, in all you're getting, get an understanding. Help me understand that. And God will show you how to discern. So you learn to discern. Hope I answered that question. That's good?
That was
a great question. That was a great question. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Rodney, what's up, man? We about to wrap it up. We got 4 minutes. We going to wrap it up. We about to go. I know Afterglow is quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's 15 minutes or so. Last week we went over that, or so. But you got a question,
Pastor
I'm sure.
Glenn, because I done had everybody else ask a question. You know I got to ask a question. You said that your destiny is determined by every decision you make. That was hot. Now I need you to go a little bit into that. We only got a little bit more time, but get into that.
Well, people think destiny is about a destination. But even if you arrive at a particular destination, it's because of your decisions. So destiny always unpacks and unfolds based on the decisions you make.
Yeah.
So while people spend a lot of time out, looking out, trying to get somewhere, even if you get somewhere, there's more than one way to get somewhere. There's more than one route to get somewhere. So it's still based on the decisions that you make, the relationships, the connections, the getting up, the trusting your instinct, the following through, the picking up somebody, the filling out an application, the connection with somebody. Those many decisions lead you to a destiny. God can create an opportunity in front of you, but if you don't make the right decision, you will not end up in a moment of destiny that was afforded to you, right? Because God doesn't override your will. He is sovereign enough. He is sovereign enough that he can keep boxing you in until you choose what he wants you to choose if he really want to muscle you. But usually he'll create an opportunity, a space for you to make the right decision. Paul and Silas had a decision to make. They had multiple decisions to make in that moment. They could praise and pray. They could pray and praise. And then when the gates open, they could leave, or they could say, God didn't send us here just to cause an earthquake. He didn't send us here just to shake the foundations. He must have, if he allowed this, he must have sent us here for somebody, and we haven't met that person yet, so we can't leave. Here's the thing that I didn't get a chance to say.
Please say it now.
You notice this? The earthquake didn't cause any damage anywhere else but where they were. It does not say that the whole city was shaken. It does not say that the whole city erupted. It only says that where they were and what was holding them was destroyed. Chains broken, foundations shaken, doors open where they were. How does God cause an earthquake only around the things that's holding you, but leave everything else intact? How does God destroy everything else but you? Because God is saying, I didn't do that to get you out. I did that so I can get in it with you. And we have to learn how to make sense out of the nonsense. Paul and Silas, like, it's no way. We was doing the will of God, got beaten, flogged, seized, stripped, all this, thrown into a prison just so we can have our regular midnight praise. God destroy all this, and that was it? No, until I meet the person that I'm supposed to meet in this situation, then I have not met my situation.
Come on, Pastor, this is exactly why we need the Afterglow. Okay?
Anytime you go through something, you have to ask, who is the someone? Who is the someone I went through the something for? Because until I meet that someone, then the something has not revealed who the someone. Paul and Silas was like, no way we in this and we haven't met the person yet. We haven't met anybody. So until we meet the person, then we're going to stay right here. Because anytime God wants to change your life, he sends you a person and he sends a person. So until you run into the person, then it's just a something.
Listen, Afterglow, I call this man a prolific mega mind because of stuff like this. Like, what is in your head? I don't understand. But I appreciate you for your birthday, Afterglow. We're going to be celebrating your life and all that God is doing for you, and that you continue to pour out to all of us. We appreciate you. I speak on behalf of everybody who's watching.
I appreciate that.
And who's sharing and commenting. Okay, and subscribing.
And I'll just say to everybody that celebrated my birthday yesterday or Sunday, thank you so much for the birthday blessings, the birthday shout outs, the appreciation. This was a different birthday from me. I have never felt like this on a birthday before. It's something different. But today I preached my way through it and I praised my way through it because when I don't know what to do, I do what I do. Do what you do.
Yes.
You can never go wrong with doing what you do because that's the only thing you're supposed to do.
Give it up for Pastor
Thank you for coming
Glenn
to the
at
Afterglow.
Come on, happy birthday!
Here.